Hey, Jerry, how's it going, sir?
I'm doing just great, Aaron. Yourself?
I am outstanding. It is a beautiful day in Myrtle Beach, and we have a very exciting topic for this video. And so let me first introduce what this video is about. If you're getting this video right now, then you have a very unique situation. This is actually a private training video. And this is going to give you, first of all, a taste of what the Power Team is about. Jerry and I are leaders of the Neucopia Power Team, and we do very extensive training once you become part of the team. If you're watching this, you are currently a prospect of maybe one of us or someone on the Power Team. Again, this is a very private, very exclusive video. This is not something that's getting out there into the masses. It's not public, and it's an invite-only training. And this is going to be basically the first training video that you are going to have access to even before you join the Power Team. So if you're watching this, consider yourself very lucky. Now there's a very important topic we're going to discuss in this video, and it has to do with a pre-launch. So let me first preface this and explain to you why this, in my opinion, is one of the most important elements. If you have the ability to do it properly, it could basically take your business from a normal progression of success and just boom, give you an instant jump and take your business to crazy levels very, very fast. Very few people are able to do this properly, so this may not even be for you. So I'm just going to prepare you for that. But if you're really truly looking to have massive success quickly in Neucopia, then you need to pay extremely close attention to what Jerry and I are going to share with you, because what we're sharing with you works. And we know it works because we have both done this. And I'll just tell you what it did for me. I implemented this strategy called a pre-launch for my Neucopia business. And in my first 30 days with Neucopia, made 5 figures. It was well over $10,000 in my first month with Neucopia because of what you're about to learn in this video. Jerry, my friend, implementing this strategy, what monetarily, just so people know, we'll just get the proof out of the way, what did it do for you getting started?
Well, it created a $2,000 first day, so I got qualified within my first hour, if not sooner. And that's part of this pre-launch was I was basically qualified days before, and I'll get into that. But I had created a $4,200 first, paycheck, if you will. First commission came in, $4,200 was my first week's commissions. It was over $7,000 or $8,000 in my first 30 days, and very quickly over $20,000 in my first 90 days. And it's really because of the pre-launch process. I took hold of this pre-launch philosophy, if you will. It wasn't really, philosophy, but at the same time it was action steps that I did, and it really was purely because of I listened to Aaron. Aaron is no doubt was my sponsor at the time. He still is, but the person who invited you to this video, wow. Congrats, because you actually are watching something that is extremely cutting edge. It's really not for everybody, although it can be. And let me share that with you. The thing is that we all know people. Okay, it just comes down to what you do with this opportunity right this second after you're done watching this video. But Aaron and I for sure are not going to tell you that results that we've achieved you're going to get. We think you can surpass us. That's without a doubt. You absolutely can. There's no reason why you cannot. But the fact is that most people fall short. But if you had 10% of the success that we had by doing what we tell you as a result of this video, you should have an excellent start to your Neucopia business. All right?
Thank you, Jerry. That was awesome. I really appreciate that. And it's so true what Jerry said that, of course, the results that Jerry and I had are by no means guaranteed. We're not implying that you'll have these results. We're simply saying that what we're going to share with you works. It's worked for us, and we're going to actually tell you exactly what we did. So pay very close attention. Take notes if you need to. Maybe watch this training even a second or third time. But right now, today, you're watching this. You are a prospect getting ready to join Neucopia. You, before watching this, have given a verbal commitment to your sponsor, the person you're going to join with, who is on the power team, which means you will have access to all of my training, all of Jerry's training, and dozens of other top Neucopia affiliates. You'll have access to all of our training inside of our private, exclusive training group on Facebook once you join. So between right now, today, this very moment, until you join, there are some things that you can do that will dramatically increase your chances of producing major results quickly. Now, again, as Jerry said, just again throwing the disclaimer out there, the reason why we can't say for sure you're going to get these kind of results is because we quite frankly don't know what you're going to do with this information. That's up to you. We're going to tell you what we did. We're going to give you the groundwork, and we both believe that if you can implement not even all, just some of what we're going to teach you in this video, that your success is going to be much greater, much faster. So let's see where we begin. Yeah, Jerry.
1 second, buddy. Yeah, I just wanted to share this with, when I first got started, I examined the compensation plan very quickly, and because it was so simple to understand, I knew I had to do one thing first, which was I had to qualify. But we're going to get into that. And the fact is that I love the idea, and you as a prospect right now, you should know that you get paid weekly with Neucopia. So getting off to a fast start is going to get you paid pretty fast. That is the reason why I took hold of this and really went to town. I was not looking for a hobby. I was not looking for something that I could just do in my spare time. I made it clear to Aaron that, and this is what you want to make clear first off with yourself as you look in the mirror and talk to the person that invited you, and say to them, look, I'm in this for the long run. Okay, I know the proof is there. I know Neucopia is not going anywhere. This is not a fly-by-night type of PayPal business, if you will. This is something that is solid. Okay, you get paid here, direct deposit. I can't tell you how exciting it is every Wednesday and Thursday to see that money hit my bank. And I'm not, we're not here to hype anything up. This is a real hardcore training that we're going to share with you. And I'm just telling you straight from my heart that I've been in different programs. I've been in MLMs. I've been in programs where I've waited 30 days to get paid. I've waited 30 to 60 days not to get paid in businesses. So when people ask me why did I join Neucopia, I joined Neucopia because I wanted to get paid weekly. Okay, I know that kind of sounds very selfish, and I understand, people are going to say, well, what about the product? Forget the product for this video. Okay, we're not here to talk about and convince you about the product, right? We're here because the product is sound, the product works. That's not a problem. The fact is that you're looking for a big payday. So I get excited because when I got started with this, there was I didn't want something else to promote. I wanted to really grab onto Neucopia. So I just wanted to share that with people to realize that take hold of this, consider this a business, a real business that's going to pay you weekly. So from the day that you do get started, roughly 7 to 10 days is when you're going to get paid, and it's very, very, very exciting. So, all right, man, let's get going.
Thanks, Jerry. Appreciate that. And since Jerry shared with you that since implementing this pre-launch strategy, he's now been able to generate just over $20,000 in commissions in his first 90 days. I'll just share with you how real not just this pre-launch is and what it did for me, but Neucopia as a whole, that in exactly 8 months that I've been in Neucopia, I just broke the $100,000 mark in commissions. So this company is changing lives. It's changed my life dramatically because I've never made money like this before in my life. So it's pretty incredible stuff. And I do want to also say, because Jerry mentioned this, that what we're going to share with you, you may not be this serious. You might be looking at this and say, well, I'm not really trying to make crazy money. I just want to make a little bit of money. And that's okay. We still believe that implementing this strategy is going to help you make money a lot faster in Neucopia. And whether you can successfully pull this off is irrelevant. How serious are you going to take it? How serious are you going to take what we're going to share with you? And if you are really serious and you do everything, then you'll have some major results. Jerry, do you have something you want to add?
No, actually, it really just comes down to that there's full-time money here.
Yeah.
Because Aaron, without a doubt, 8, 9 months now, 5 figures every month. That's some serious money, okay? and it's great. I mean, you're following leaders that have already proven that Neucopia is extremely profitable. So that's all I
Awesome.
wanted.
All right, so let's dive in. So you're going to fall in one of two categories if you're watching this video. The first category is this: you simply don't have the time or the funds. At least this is what you've told yourself, right? You know, we're being real here, that you've told yourself, or your sponsor in this case, that you don't have the time or the funds to get started right now. That's the first type of person. And so what we need you to do is we need you to pick a date. Tell your sponsor and write the date on a piece of paper right now, whether it's 2 days from now or it's a week from now. Okay, this pre-launch strategy should not extend past 7 days. It really shouldn't. It doesn't need to. So if you're watching this, then you should have in your mind a date of getting started for sure, without a doubt, no more than 7 days from now. You know, 7, 8 days max. And during that period of time, between 2 to 7 days, you're going to start doing what we're going to share with you. Now, the second type of person is like Jerry and I. Okay, you would consider us leaders, right? You would consider us individuals who, before getting in Neucopia, we had a list, right? I didn't have a large list. It was like 1,000 people. And I was engaged in communication with maybe 100 of them. So I wasn't some big guru marketer with tens of thousands of contacts. No, it was like 100 people that I was in contact with. Jerry had a small list. So if you find yourself as a leader, or maybe you come from another opportunity and you have the ability to connect with a large group of people, then you would be in this other category. And you want to do what Jerry and I did. And that is, even though you could join now, right now today, you're not going to, because you want to do a pre-launch. And so what we're going to suggest that you do is pick a date. Now, the ideal day to launch your business is a Saturday. And I'll just share with you why. I did it on a Saturday. Jerry did it on a Saturday. It's very simply because that is the first day of the pay week. Our pay week begins on Saturday morning at 12:01 a.m. I believe it's Pacific Standard Time. And it goes all the way through Friday night at midnight Pacific Standard Time. So if you launch your business, you don't have to, but if you launch your business on a Saturday, which is what Jerry did, what happens is you have a full week. You have 7 full days to go crazy, to build as big of a team as you can, bring in as many personal people, help as many people get qualified as you possibly can to build that first deposit. Jerry, in your first week, what was your first deposit again?
$4,200.
Because of this pre-launch strategy. $4,200 his first week. Guys, for those 7 days, he was working like crazy, but it worked. It was awesome. And again, we're going to share with you exactly what we did. We're just really planting a foundation, planting a seed to make sure you understand how truly important this is. And I want to share this with you. And I say this with prospects that I've been, here's why we're doing this video, just by the way. I talk to, and Jerry talks to people all the time that fall into one of those two categories. Either they can't join right now today, but they're going to join in a few days, and we teach them what we're now sharing with you on the phone, whereby now this video is going to do that for us. That's why this is such an important video. It's not for everyone, or you're that other type of person that wants to do a pre-launch, and you want to build a huge business quickly. So here's what I want you to think about, and this is what I share with prospects as I'm preparing them for the pre-launch. If you were going to open a business, if you were going to open a traditional business, could you open a restaurant or a retail store or any kind of business on day one without some type of preparation? No, you couldn't. There's so much preparation that goes into launching a traditional business. Yet people will join a network marketing or an affiliate marketing or a home-based business, and on day one, with zero preparation, they expect to have all this kind of results. That is a lie. It doesn't happen that way. So that's why it might take you, or anyone joining Neucopia, it could take you weeks or even months to have a lot of success, because that's the training. That's the preparation you're doing even though you've already joined. So we're saying that during this pre-launch, take the next 2 to 5, 6, 7 days. You pick your day. You write it down. And during this pre-launch, you're building the foundation. This is the foundation to launch your business that could potentially change your life, to produce a 5-figure monthly income. Do you realize how big that is? If you treat this like a business that cost you 10 grand to join, I want you to think in your mind that you're going to write a check or you're going to put on a credit card $10,000. Would you pay $10,000 for this business to join Neucopia? If you wouldn't, then you don't see the value. I would. It's paying me now $10,000 plus per month residual. So do you think I would spend 10 grand a month to join Neucopia? Or sorry, do you think I would spend 10 grand to join Neucopia? Of course I would. Why? Because it's paying me over 10,000 a month, even if I don't bring in any new people, or even if my team stops bringing new people. That's powerful. If you treat this like a business that's only a $200 or $300 business, it's going to pay you like a $200 or $300 business. Treat it like a $10,000 business, and it will pay you like a $10,000 business. Very important mindset shift that you have to make. So with that being said, during your pre-launch, you want to work like crazy. And what do we mean by work like crazy? So let's talk about that. Again, there's two types of people. Maybe you don't have a large list. Maybe you're not one of these people like Jerry and I that had a lot of marketers that we could go talk to. And if that's you, then during the pre-launch, right now, during this 2 to 5, 6, 7 day window, what should you be doing? I'll say what I think you should be doing, and then Jerry can share with you what you should do. And so we'll talk about this type of person first, who maybe doesn't have a list, doesn't have a lot of people they know that are marketers, and then we'll talk about those of you that do in a second. So what I would suggest is think very clearly. You're here getting started in Neucopia. There's a good chance that you know network marketers, whether you've been in a network marketing company or you know other people that have. There's tens of millions of people in network marketing businesses. How many do you know? How many have you talked to in the past? How many are in your phone? How many are in Facebook? You know, through your Facebook friends. Now, if by some chance you don't know any, okay, how many entrepreneurs do you know? How many people do you know that could use some extra income? All of those people. See, I'm very clear when I tell people you're not talking to friends and family. This is not a go talk to your sister, your cousin, your uncle, your aunt, your mom, your dad. No, that's not this kind of business. But of all the friends and family you do know, who are business minded, who are entrepreneurial minded, yes, you should talk to them. Why not? We have an amazing business opportunity. Think about all the friends, all the contacts you've had over the years that are involved in network marketing or have been in the past. Those are perfect prospects. And here's some things that you want to say during the pre-launch to those people. You are about to do something that could potentially change your life. You are launching a business. You're working with some extremely successful people. It's a global opportunity, and you are launching your business on this day. And right now, what you're doing is you are looking for the leaders. You're looking for who you can partner with to help have success fast. You're on a mission. Do you guys realize that people join a business with people who are excited? Okay, if you're doing this pre-launch and you're like, hey Joe, how's it going? Yeah, I'm going to join a business, but I just don't know. I mean, it could work, maybe. I'm not sure. I mean, it might. You know, there's some people making some big money, but we'll see. Maybe it'll work. Do you want to sign up? People do that. That doesn't work. You need to get excited, okay? If you had to spend $10,000, write the check, guys, write the check on a business, would you be excited? Yes. Would you take this serious? Yes. That's what you have to do. If you treat it like a $10,000 business, it'll pay you as such. So during this pre-launch, get excited. You're watching this. If you're watching this, you've already seen the Neucopia webinar. You've already seen our PowerTeamPreview.com webinar, or at least you better have. You already know what Neucopia is. You know the comp plan. You know the products. And you know what our team, the Power Team, is about. This is a taste, guys. When you get into our Power Team group, our private, top secret Power Team group, you're going to have so much support, so much training, hands-on training on how to build and promote and grow your new Neucopia business. You're not even going to know what to do with it all. Okay? This is just the tip of the iceberg in what Jerry and I and dozens of other leaders are going to bring to the table in helping you build your Neucopia business. So you better be ready. During this pre-launch, though, you got to get excited, get fired up more than you ever have before. And when you have that passion, you have that energy, and you're sharing this with someone, they're gonna listen. They're gonna be like, holy crap, Aaron's never been this excited before about something. I want to listen. What is he doing? Aaron's on a mission. I want to join with Aaron. You need to let them know that you are on a mission, that you are launching your business. You're looking for key leaders. You're not looking for everyone. You actually need to say to your prospects, I'm only looking for a handful of key people that I can work with to help have success fast. Do you want to make money fast, working with me, working with the power team, then you have to take a look at what I'm about to do. And during this pre-launch, you can let them see Power Team Preview. Why not? You know, there's things that you can introduce them to before you even join. Why? Because here's the end result. When you actually join on your launch day, you need to already have people ready to go. On day one, when you join, if you do this properly, you will already have at least your 2 people to get qualified. Done. Now, I do want to say that if you start doing all this and come launch day, you don't have your 2 people ready to go, that's okay. All right? I'm just going to let you know it's okay. Why? Because you've planted the seeds. If you launch your business, even worst case scenario, and nobody's joining with you on your day one, which is possible, I need you to understand that's okay. Because you've planted the seeds. Now you're going to get involved into the group, and you're going to get all the hands-on training, and we are going to help you truly launch your business. But you've done the pre-launch. That's worst case scenario. Now let's talk about best case scenario. You have 4 or 5 people that you have connected with. You've shared the Neucopia webinar possibly. You've shared the Power Team Preview possibly. And you must get these prospects, yours, on the phone with your sponsor. Who is the person who sent this to you, sent this video to you? They are your Neucopia sponsor. They're the one adding you to the Power Team group once you get started. You use them for 3-way calls when you are talking with your prospects. All right, Jerry, that was a lot of good stuff. Take it away.
All right, so my process here is a little bit different, and although Aaron obviously he knows his stuff. So guys, just be prepared what I'm just about to share with you. Okay, definitely get that pen and paper because I was excited. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you probably 2 different strategies, if you will. One for the person who has a list, and one for the person that is maybe you don't have a list. You might even have 100 people on a list. That's fine. It really comes down to this, okay? Every step of the way in my marketing, it's always about getting an engagement from your list. Or if you're, let's give you some examples. All right, let's talk about the person who doesn't have a list. All right, you're sold out. You obviously know you're going to join on a Saturday on Neucopia, right? So this is what I did. I already scheduled in my on my calendar that I was going to do a conference call. All right, a telephone conference call on a Tuesday. Now I picked Tuesday because I had been on the phone with Aaron on Sunday, and I needed to plan something, and I was planning my pre-launch to join on that Saturday, like 5 or 6 days later. All right, so I was on a mission. I was determined to make sure that 5, 6 days later, I was already going to be joining, okay, and I was planning my success, all right? So let's understand first, you don't have a list. That's okay. But my strategy was to plan this conference call. Who was going to run the conference call? Well, I was running the conference call, but I had a special guest. I had my sponsor, my business partner that I like to call. I don't like to use the word sponsor just because we're not MLM. So getting away, we're affiliate marketing at best, kind of a hybrid, if you will, of network marketing and affiliate marketing, but because we all know the word sponsor. But anyway, Aaron and I teamed up together, and I was going to introduce Aaron, and we were going to talk about basically Neucopia. We were going to talk about the industry. We were going to talk about, what I'm joining on Saturday. I even say all that on the conference call, on the telephone conference call, and Aaron and I just kind of broke it down, talked about Neucopia, talked about the comp plan, and talked about how now these prospects, right, your prospects, how they can benefit, right, by joining on Saturday with you. Okay, so there's a real strategy to doing this. So let's break this down. Let's say you have no list. You could be networking with your so-called network of friends now on Facebook. You basically, what you want to do is you want to call people. This is not an email marketing, pre-launch here. This is a phone call pre-launch. Well, I'm going to get to what I did regarding emailing and the process for it, because there's a strategy to this. It's funny. I just was talking to my wife yesterday, really, about my pre-launch, because you and I were going to do this. So this is really excellent stuff. I'm so happy to share this with you, who's going to be joining. So the bottom line is I started to get one person after another committed to being on the phone with me on Tuesday. You understand? I started to get commitments from people, not commitments of them joining Neucopia. No, I didn't even tell them what it was when I called them. I got them committed to literally, so I got their email, I started to develop a list of people. Now let's face it, the more people you get a commitment just on the phone, and now you email them, literally the conference call details, right? That's what you're going to do. And I use conferencecalling.com or freeconferencecalling.com. It's a free conference call application, and everybody gets access to the conference code. And you want to give your sponsor, if you will, the conference code. I'll get into that in a bit. But the bottom line is that you don't have a list. You start working people, and I had a list. I had people in my phone, and I started calling them one at a time. And I said, hey, I'm looking to get started in a new business or something that I never heard of before, but it has amazing potential. It literally pays weekly, direct deposit to your bank. It's in the internet marketing niche, okay? And no, it's not Empowered Network, because they don't pay weekly, right? So to a lot of people that I called, they were like, really? Okay, what's it all about? I need you to come with me on Tuesday night just to be on this conference line. Are you down? And they said yes. All right, makes sense, Aaron? Everything okay so far?
Yeah. Now, would you suggest possibly, because it is going to be the case where some people may have a sponsor who's brand new and may not be in a position to do a call like what I did for you. Would you say that in place of a conference call, possibly doing the Power Team Preview, which is our live team hangout, and then doing a three-way with their sponsor or someone in their upline?
I honestly, my strategy is not using video yet. My strategy is not sending people to Power Team Preview yet, because I think it's premature. My strategy is really about building that relationship with that person and getting your sponsor, if you will, to do the call with you, right?
Now, you were also doing three-way calls privately, and I don't know if you were going to still talk about that, but yeah, you put me on the phone privately with a few people, and you can talk about that. So yeah, this big call that Jerry did, get your sponsor, maybe your paid team sponsor. If they're not prepared or able, then go through the chain and find someone in your upline that can help you with this call.
Totally, yeah. I'm going to get into breaking it down with what I did, but I'm focused on you, the new member that's going to be joining, that you don't have a list. So I'm really sharing with you how to utilize technology and how to use free conference calling, but your mindset is no need to get people to see information. There's no video that they need to see yet. Let's develop a relationship with these people by getting them to a conference call, calling your prospect, getting them committed, sending them an email just to the actual call, right? Calling them the day of, reminding them. You could absolutely create a Facebook event, right? Just to include them in the event, right? So they're going to get an email from you promoting this event, and it's just a call. It's just, see, it's all in what you're saying to these people. If you're just dripping on them and just like literally giving them everything about the business, you're blowing it. You're blowing it. Honestly, it's the surprise element is huge in a pre-launch, right? The element of surprise is huge, right? This is what I did. So I would call some people. So you who have no list, I think I'm trying to, beat this, so that you really get it. But the idea really is, there's no need to disclose what the company is and, every aspect of the comp plan, all that stuff. Let's get people so that your sponsor, whoever's qualified to do the call, let them work for you, right? I mean, I know that Aaron and I are probably putting us in a position where we're going to be doing a lot of calls. It wouldn't make me I would be so happy to do more calls for my team and for my team's team, and Aaron would agree too. So that's not a problem here. It's a matter of you adopting the strategy so that you let the technology work for you and get people on the call. Now, here's another reason why the free conference calling works, is because there's a dashboard on the internet when you log into your free conference calling website, right? And that could be a separate training, Aaron, that actually shows you every person on the call with their phone number as they dial in. So there's another step to this. As soon as somebody enters and they're on the conference call, you actually ask them, hey, by the way, first name, last name, who's out there, who just dialed in. So what I'm sharing with you is it's another layer to the relationship that you already should be building. And can you imagine just saying hello to somebody, right, before they even know what Neucopia is? Okay? So these are strategies right now. I do this all the time. Okay? All right? So let's just move on. Let me share with you now, because now we're getting where somebody who has a list can just jump on the same process. All right? Okay. So what I did was, in addition, not only did I call people strategically, and that's what I did. I actually called. I had 2 people in mind, and I called them up and I said, hey guys, these were people that I currently knew already that either were with me in another business or they're kind of like on the fringes of like, hey Jerry, keep me in the loop on what you're doing. All right, so I called these guys up and I said, hey, I'm thinking of joining this company. Now this process of me, actually, Aaron, am I on? Yeah, okay. So the process of me calling these 2 people, I had a relationship with them and I was more upfront, right? I would say to them, hey guys, I said this to Jerry. There's another guy named Jerry, by the way. So I said, hey Jerry, I know obviously you and I, we've been working together, but right now I'm actually looking at a new company, something that's been around, it's been around 8 months already, but they pay weekly, okay? And it's in an internet marketing niche. It's a company called Neucopia. Now, I can't hide something from this guy, so I'm not going to just say, just get to my conference call. So I'm more upfront with these people, right? These people I really have a relationship with. He was like, no, I never heard of it before. I said, great. As a matter of fact, now with this person, Aaron, with this person, guys, because I wanted him to see information. Now, this was before we even had the webinar. I sent him to Power Team Preview. So I had videos I wanted people to know about, and I had obviously some credibility with Jerry at this time, so he went there. Now, what I wanted to tell you was, guys, I did tell him, yes, I'm having a conference call Tuesday night. I want you to be there, but here's what I'm looking for. I have 2 positions. As a matter of fact, that I'm looking for 2 people to join immediately. I need commitments from them right away. As a matter of fact, why don't you watch this video, and then I can share with you, not only you're going to be working directly with me, but you're also going to be working with somebody else, okay? And I can talk to you about that later, but I'm going to need a commitment today. No joke. This is what I did. All right? I did that with Jerry. I did this with my second person. I called them, and that's exactly what I explained. I said, now you can get information, but this is what I'm doing. I'm joining on Saturday. I need 2 people to get commitments from, and I care. I remember saying this, Aaron. I told this to Jerry, and I told this to Eddie. I said, look, I care about you. And I'm sharing this with you first because you're also going to be working with another person in Neucopia who's absolutely going to be helping you as well. This was my strategy, and it worked.
It's so powerful. So you're basically creating even more value, more sense of urgency for the first two people that you got, because they were going to have you as their sponsor, but they were going to also have a pay team sponsor. So they're basically getting two sponsors for the price of one. And Jerry did an amazing job of creating the value for that and the sense of urgency for that, that look, you're going to luck out because you're actually going to have two sponsors. Me and my sponsor will also be your sponsor. So, but I need the commitment. I need to make sure that you're in this. And I also want to say, do you guys realize and see how confident Jerry is? When he was doing this, he was so full of passion and confidence. There was no doubt in his mind, and there was no doubt in his prospects' minds what he was doing. It's like, guys, I'm on this train. I'm going to go 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Are you going to jump on with me or not? Are you going to miss the boat? You have an opportunity right now to be part of my inner circle, my first group of leaders that are going to be running with this with me. Do you want to be a part of this or not? You know, I'm going with or without you type thing. That was Jerry's, his confidence was so high. And because of that, he attracted a lot of people. So just make sure when you're doing this that you model that confidence. Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, let me tell you a little bit about my mentality and your mentality now watching this video. And of course, we're all maybe not be at the same level of let's just say it, desperation, if you will. I personally was maybe desperation is not the right word, but I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to say this. The reason why
I was.
Okay. All right. So I guess I really have to say, of course, blatant, yes, this was desperation. I'll share with you why. It's because I was with another company for 40 days, okay, that I went on, okay, on the leadership of two other guys that basically told me about this company. Now, in all fairness, they didn't know what was going on in the background, and sometimes we really never know. But 40 days later, all right, I had earned over, should I say, $4,000, in that company, and I really wasn't paid. I was paid about $800, and it took 30 days, to get that money, and it really was a broken method, right? So I saw the writing on the wall, and I saw all my effort literally was wasted because I wasn't getting paid. So I decided to, literally resign from that company after Thanksgiving on a day, and I just mentally said, I got to find something. So I need to literally work fast. Okay, so I was in a desperate mode that I needed something to replace. Plus, there were people that were with me in this other company, and I knew that either I had broken either trust with them, but I was honest with them, and that's the reason why maybe desperation for you is in another way. Let's put it this way. Maybe you're in a company, and maybe it just takes you too long to make the income that you really want. Maybe it takes 30 days, 60 days, when people say to me, when I ask people honestly, what does it take for you to make $1,000 on a weekly basis, and you need hundreds. You need to fill a binary, a left and a right. You need to go multiple levels down. That's why multi-level marketing is what it is. If that is not working for you, if you're in a company for 6 months to a year already, and you're not making, right, $5,000 to $10,000 a month, right? Personally, for me, my gut said, hey, I got to do something different, right? So that's what I consider desperation. If you're a family person working full-time and you need full-time income, look at the writing on the wall on the company that you're with. Now, of course, I know you're going to join Neucopia, but I'm sharing with you my desperation mode. My mentality was, when I get on the phone with somebody, I am going to tell them what I'm doing. So I am not backing down. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm looking for two people that, quite frankly, I need commitment from you, two people, today, right? So they reacted, right? They understood my conviction. They understood. I didn't ask them a lot of questions. I just said, I need to know. Quite honestly, I remember telling both Jerry and Eddie, I said, look, hey, man, I really care about you. This is the reason why I'm actually calling you first. I knew I knew that this would be something that you could actually really benefit with, because you're going to get me and actually the benefit of teaching from somebody else. And the fact was is that this company pays weekly. That was really one of my major major elements or major characteristics that I loved about Neucopia. Was it pays weekly, it's digital company, it's internet marketing niche, it's not multi-level marketing, we're not changing people's buying habits. This is like, this is as easy as it gets.
And you saw how many deposits I had in a row every week from day one for, what was it, 6 or 7 months in a row, getting paid every week.
Yeah, let me say this is that in part of my research and being convinced that Neucopia was for me, I personally, I was on the phone with Aaron, I don't know, a dozen times, really, and I just bugged him. I just bugged him a lot. And the fact was is that he was really open, and he knew where I was coming from. So when you're watching this video, you're realizing, take advantage of your pre-launch. Get to know your sponsor quickly. Bug them, okay? Take into effect that you're looking for a big payday in your first 7 days. Now, so let me go on. So
I also want to say quickly, don't lose that thought, that I was also in the same situation that Jerry was. And guys, we're so real about our story. We have such an open book. We're fully transparent. We don't have anything hidden or any agendas or anything. Jerry's story he shared with you. His company wasn't paying him. So he made the move. One door closes, another door opens. The ironic thing is that when I joined Neucopia, was in the same exact position. The company I was with, they no longer could pay us. My income, which I had just started building up with that company, was getting up there, went to zero. I was in a very desperate situation, and I made a very risky move. I went all in with Neucopia at the time, brand new company. Nobody had ever been paid. We didn't even have a website. And I put my faith in the owner, Rich Cook, who I've known for 13 years, personal friend of mine. And I, just like Jerry did for me, I was on the phone with Rich every day for like 2 to 3 weeks, literally, before I got started, because I had to make sure that this was going to be the one. And because of Rich, our owner, because of his passion, because of his integrity and his heart, I knew where he was going to take this company. I made that decision. So I was also in that position. So Jerry and I both come from other companies, and we went all in with Neucopia, which is part of the reason why we were able to have such fast success. So don't base your success off of ours. Just know that it's possible. And it depends on a lot of factors. Everyone's different. Depends on how hard you're going to work, and maybe how many people you know, and how many of these strategies you're going to implement. So with that being said, Jerry, back to you.
Okay, great. All right, so this now stepping up to somebody who may have a list, 100, 200, 500, 1,000, 5,000 plus. This really, will work, okay? Because again, you could email your list, right? But you want to get an engagement. You want to get them engaged. You want to ask a question. You want to talk to your list. Maybe even as a solo ed broker, a lot of these guys are joining now, and the fact is that just sending out a question to your list, which is something to the effect that this is something that I do all the time now, is basically you could ask your group, ask your list something to the effect that, I'm thinking of joining another company. I'm thinking of joining an income opportunity, and it's something that pays weekly, right? And it's in the internet marketing niche, right? And sometimes I'll fool around and I'll just say again, hey, this is not Empower, has nothing to do with Empower Network, right? And people love that because they respond. They literally will respond. So when you actually are questioning and sending a question out to your group, you can actually ask people, look, I'm going to be doing a webinar. I'm doing a webinar. Okay, and would you like the invitation? Would you like to be invited? Okay, that's the first step, because when you send this out to your list, you're going to get people engaged. People are going to reply. People are going to want to know, what's this all about, especially if you're endorsing this to your list, right? A lot of people are going to want to know, yeah, man, definitely. Let me know. Now, of course, my email is more. There's more to it, but I'm just kind of cutting it to the chase to kind of share with you. When you send out an email to your list, it's not always about just sending them the link, right? Don't send them to Power Team Preview. No, that's not what I did. So I utilize also a webinar company, okay, and it's free. That's the reason why this is like, it's just an incredible strategy. Use anymeeting.com, okay? Anymeeting.com, okay, grouped together with freeconferencecalling.com is a rock solid strategy. So make sure you understand, here's why. Okay, anymeeting.com, okay, it's free. It's unlimited, okay? The amount of people that seriously will, I think it's unlimited. I mean, I've never had, people tell me that they couldn't get in. But here's the deal. Let's say you get people engaged, they reply back to you, yes, I'm interested in blah 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 blah. And I could talk to you further. Maybe Aaron can ask me more about what would you say in that email. But let's just say you got an email, people reply because they are saying, yes, I'm interested in something that you're doing, right? That can help me get to $5,000 a month, something like that, right? So your next step is that you create any meeting, an event. It's actually it would be a webinar that's going to screen share your computer. And what would you do? Let's say, what would you do on the webinar? Well, of course, you could show people actually your Power Team website. You could show people your Neucopia website. You could do a lot of stuff.
Well, they don't have a website yet, right?
All right, but they don't have the website. All right, so let me just go back a little bit. Here's what you do. You basically get people, you create an event in the webinar in anymeeting.com, and you actually have them fill out a form. Okay? When you create your any meeting event, okay, it's going to ask them, you want them to fill out their name, their email, their phone number, okay? And I always ask a question. So inside any meeting, there is a space, and it's very easy to go through, that actually says, do you want to ask your sign up, right? You want to ask them a question. So yeah, ask them a question. Sometimes I'll just ask something as simple as this. Have you, or I'll say this, something like this. Have you earned over $500 in a month, all right, in any business before? Okay? And you'll get yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. This is huge because it really gives you an indication of what your list is, right? And if they've made money before, okay? Because when it really comes down to it, you're setting the stage to answer those questions at the webinar or on the conference call, right? Does that make sense so far, Aaron? All right? Okay, so what I do is bottom line is get people engaged, right? People with a list, send them an email and ask them, bottom line is look, if you had the perfect business, right, that actually pays weekly, was digital, was something that was not in pre-launch, it was actually way past, it's already a year old.
Completely global.
Completely global, has less than 2,000 people, is literally a ultimate cash cow, a secret cash cow, okay? Use all these little buzzwords, and you get people to reply. So now you got 10 people, 20, 50, 100 people. Everybody's replying because they're like, yeah, tell me more. What's this all about? Blah, blah, blah. See, this is all in your pre-launch, right? So you know now. Now you reply back and you send them the details. Say, great, thanks for, because you're only going to send this now to those people that are replying back to you, right? And you tell them, number one, here's the webinar details. Fill out the information here. So they fill it out. Now you have everybody's phone number. Now you have everybody's questionnaire. They're filling out the questionnaire. So now you're getting to know this person again, right? So now they have the webinar details. What I would do is I would also now send that select group your free conference call information. Make sure they have the audio conference call detail. See, I utilize free conference calling as the audio because it's better to get people on the phone as an audio because they log in to, because when I log into free conference calling, I see who's calling. Huge. Because then using freeconferencecalling.com, I can actually export the phone numbers. See, when people pick up the phone and they call in, I know that they're saying, hey, I want to know what this is all about, right? And when I say, hey, this is Jerry, hey, by the way, who just dialed in from number 216, right? Who's there? And they say who it is. All of a sudden, you've got them engaged. Now you're building a relationship with them on the phone, okay? I mean, it's amazing, but this technology is a solid way for you to get up and running. And I do this all the time now because it works, okay? People want to make a relationship with somebody who's making it happen, right? So you can imagine if you've never actually built a relationship with your list and you follow these steps, right? Can you see this? Can you see how valuable this is, Aaron? There you go. There's a sweetheart right there. She agrees.
Talk
She,
about time freedom, financial freedom, and just loving life. This is amazing.
yes,
What's your name?
absolutely.
What's your name?
Claire.
What's your name?
Claire.
Say hi, everyone.
Hello,
Hi.
Claire.
Okay. Can you close my door, please?
Hello, sweetheart. Yes.
Sorry, bro. Back to you.
Yeah, girls are the best, absolutely. I got two girls myself. Okay, so the key is, again, as I'm really wrapping this up, it really is about getting engaged with your list using the technology. So when I get people committed, and it's so exciting, right, to absolutely, number one, when you get emails back from any meeting, you can have notifications sent to your email telling you, who just registered for your webinar. This is free, okay? You don't even need a Weber for this. It's crazy. So it's free, and you get notifications of every time somebody registers for your webinar, right? So that's number one. Number two is when somebody logs in on the day of your webinar or of your free conference call, right? You get them logged in, and you can literally ask every person, right, what their name is. Very important. And then you actually click inside on the dashboard, and you can enter that person's name right next to their phone number, which is very, very important, okay? Because people will join people when they know, like, and trust you. So by you taking these steps, instead of just sending them your Neucopia website, okay, or sending them to a Power Team preview, you're really losing people, okay, as far as I'm concerned, during a pre-launch, okay?
Now, after you've got them in the meeting and you've had, you're explaining stuff, you're excited, you're painting the picture, the vision, why you're so excited, whatever it is you're saying in the meeting, then the goal is to get them on the phone with you one-on-one, to do a three-way with your upline, your business partner. Would you at that point, after you've got their, like, really serious, then would you send them to Power Team? Well, where do you go from there?
Well, remember that the Power Team preview is not branded to that person yet, to you, who's signing up, right? So you still
Sure,
don't.
they if they were going to use it to, like, introduce them to the team. And again, it's all case by case. It depends on the person. It depends on your strategy. You could just go to powerteampreview.com and it's completely unbranded, but they could still watch the hangout.
Yes, I mean, absolutely. Okay, so these are the next steps, right? So number one is you want to set, you should already have that date. Let's say on a Tuesday. I did it on a Tuesday, so I scheduled that conference call on a Tuesday. I scheduled, if you're using the webinar, just so that you can get people to opt in on any meeting, so you're getting them engaged through an email, right? That's the purpose of the any meeting, by the way, because when I send people and they get access to the any meeting webinar URL, I still want them to log in and get the audio portion by getting into the freeconferencecalling.com. Okay, so that's what I do, because I like to see their phone number here, okay, even though I'm going to know who's in the web room, but it's kind of like you don't have to do both, but it's part of my madness. Now, here's the thing, okay, during the actual call, right, you always want to literally be excited about what you're doing, and you want to always edify your whoever's going to be doing this conference call, and just lay out what is it that you're going to be joining, and talk about Neucopia, of course, and get into the comp plan and talk about the excitement. And the key here is this. Yes, at this point, no doubt, to people that are really, really interested, of course, tell them to go to Power Team, tell them at this point Power Team Preview is absolutely the information that they can go to, and absolutely go to it. Now, what I did on my Tuesday was I told people that I'm actually joining on Saturday, okay? So I'm actually having a pre-launch party. It's actually my launch party, if you will, Saturday. And I told people, I say, so now remember, I got 2 people already committed to join me already, all right?
And
So
you already
I
had put them on the phone with me, right?
Yes, very good, Aaron. Thank you. So when I had two people first on the phone, and I actually called them up, and I got them interested in Neucopia, and they watched videos already that got them intrigued. I said, "Great, hey man," I said, "Are you down? Are you ready to get you? Are you looking to join?" And they said, "Yes, absolutely." I said, "Great. You know what? Let me get Aaron on the phone." I called my sponsor at the time, and basically, Aaron just made a friend with these two people. It just kind of like made everybody happy, made the new person extremely excited about what they're going to get, what they're going to be joining on Saturday. So what I did was, at that time, I told the people that I had a free conference call and the people that I had a webinar with, right? Okay, all these people, I had them reply to me. I had a relationship with them. I said, do me a favor. It was pretty much, I think, at the end of the call, Aaron, on the conference call, I said, great. I say, so who's looking to get started with me on Saturday? Okay. I started to get people right there on the phone say, yeah, this sounds great. This sounds great. Count me in, count me in, count me in. Boom, boom, boom. I started writing down people. Okay. And what I did was at that point was I had every one of those people. Okay. I started to have a list of all of these people. I said, great. On Saturday, I am joining. Right. Yeah. I used a notebook. Mine's not right here. It's over there. But I actually had every person's name, email, phone number of every person that I was going to send them. I said, I'm joining Saturday like at 7 in the morning, and I'm sending you the link roughly around 10 o'clock.
So
So,
awesome. So awesome.
so I said, look for that link, okay? And I basically, I forgot if I got them all on Skype. There's so many great technologies. Like you could get all these people in your Skype group, by the way, which is I think was what I did. I absolutely created a Skype group. Huge. This is Ninja. Oh my God. You utilize Skype because you can create a group. So I created my own Jerry's, Neucopia marketing mastermind actually. And I threw everybody in there. So I had everybody in the group at once. And I said, get on Skype and absolutely just look for my link on Skype, or send it to people individually. Whatever you got to do, you got to rally the troops on your day that you're signing up. You get them to sign up at a certain time. I had people tell me, Jerry, I can't sign up at noon. I have to work that day. Can I join Saturday? It's like, of course you can, right? Now, does this all make sense so far? Did I miss anything or any questions you want to ask me right now?
No, you're good.
Okay. So this was another idea of why people are running to be with you on a Saturday. You just want to think of some sort of a bonus. Okay? Just going to put it out there, and it's very important. I mean, today, let's face it, people will join you, right? If it's the right opportunity for them and they're going to join you. But think of an idea. It doesn't even have to have anything to do with money. As a matter of fact, I prefer that you don't, because you want to make that money for yourself. Personally, that's what I did. But
Yeah, and I'll just say quickly, I had no bonus. For me, I think the perfect
right.
bonus is the power team group, but that's just me.
Yeah,
For some of you like advanced marketers, if you're watching this and you're like a Jerry and you've got, all these cool products and you've got cool stuff that, videos or whatever, and you want to package it and you've got some value added bonus you can give away for people who join with you, I would put you in the category of like an expert marketer if that's the case, because I don't even have bonuses. Jerry did. He used those bonuses as further incentive to get people to join with him. That's awesome. But it's definitely not necessary. I know that most people watching this won't have bonuses. I would say that using the Power Team private group is I've had so many people say that just that private group alone is worth at least $100 a month in training content.
Well, I'll say this, because this is why this call was created. No doubt. Look, I had people signing up because they wanted to be, one of the first 10 just because of my bonus. And that's the reason why I'm going to share this with you, is because you could create, your bonus could be, I'll create a video promoting you if you're one of my first 10 that join on Saturday. That's it.
You know, and if 10 is too big, then say 5. But you know, that's a great idea.
It's so simple, but you got to put an urgency why Saturday is the day. Everything about my pre-launch was Saturday. It was exciting. It was very exciting to know the day, you know, the time of my Tuesday call. You know, even just to wrap it up, guys, one more thing that you could do is, you know, when you do a call on a Tuesday, right? Listen to me now. You're going to get people that can't make it on a Tuesday. So what do you do on a Wednesday? Don't rebroadcast the recording. You schedule a Thursday call. You schedule another live call. You make sure your sponsor, you know, is available, right? Schedule another live call. You hammer the pre-launch. You make it count. That's all. It's just using the technology and making sure your calendar, you're going to work. That's all. And then Saturday is the day that you're launching, and you get people committed to joining at a certain time. I'm serious. You know, it's like you can get people to join on Saturday. I have people tell me, you know, oh, I'm working Saturday. I can't join on Saturday. Can I join on Sunday? I want to be part of your first 5, 10, whatever. I say, that's absolutely fine, you know? So, I think that's it, man.
I wanted to also say that was Jerry's strategy, the whole meeting thing and the conference call thing. Great strategy. It worked amazing. $4,200 his first week. So I have a different strategy that I used. I'll share with you. So you're building all this momentum. Now your pre-launch could be one day. You could do a 24-hour pre-launch. So if you're watching this right now, then maybe you're going to launch your business in 24 hours. Maybe it's 48 hours. Don't push it back more than a week, though. Ideally, you don't need that long. So during your pre-launch, however long it is, you are building like crazy. You're doing the calls, you're doing 3-ways, and you're getting people ready for launch day. Now, the most beautiful part about our comp plan is that launch day is the springboard for the next 6 days. Because what Jerry did was he had a huge first day, but that's just the beginning. Because now he's got, you will have 6, if you do this on a Saturday. You don't have to launch on a Saturday, so don't say that you have to. It just makes it ideal because Saturday's the first day of the pay week. So if you launch on Saturday, you got all these people joining. And the most exciting part, Jerry, is when not only are your people joining on Saturday, but your people are also thinking of who they're going to get. So now your people are also getting people to join. I actually had someone else on the team, Derek, I was going to possibly have him on, but maybe I'll do a separate one with him because he did a successful pre-launch as well. And Sherry, who's also on the team, was part of his pre-launch. And she actually posted in the group the other day that she would have joined on the day that Derek showed this to her, but she had to wait because Derek was in his pre-launch. And so during Derek's pre-launch, Sherry was also doing a mini pre-launch. So Sherry was already having people ready to join once she could join, once Derek joined, when his pre-launch was done. So it gets a little deeper, but just when you have prospects who have confirmed and they say, yes, I'm in, let's do this, then you want to let them know that they can start doing their own mini pre-launch, even if it's just for a day. You know, maybe it's only, you know, a day before you join. During that day, they could already be preparing their contacts for them getting started, just, you know, as something to think about. Now, my strategy was a little bit different. This is what I did, and I'll just keep this short and sweet. For my pre-launch into Neucopia, I didn't do conference calls. I didn't do webinars. I did a video. Call me whatever. I'm a video freak, right? I like to do videos. So what I did was I just sat down and I talked for about 10 minutes, and it was from the heart. It was completely transparent, completely open, and it was as if I was talking to just one person, and it was my way of basically connecting with my contacts, with my friends, with the people I'd worked with previously, sharing with them in a very private video. I was very open, very real in this video, saying, look, this is private. Do not share this with anyone. This is only for you. Hold on one second. Sorry. Gotta love kids, home-based business. So, my video, I basically in the video said, this is very private. This is top secret. Don't share this with anyone. Here's what I'm doing. Here's why I'm doing it. And it was basically my broadcast in my email to my contacts. And it was like, this is the biggest thing I've ever done. I've never been more excited in my life. I know the owner. And it was just my personal experience as to why I had chose Neucopia. So if you were going to do it that way, again, it's not right or wrong. Maybe you could do a combination of the two. Do a video, and the video could lead people into the webinar, the any meeting, and into a conference call. So you can kind of take what you like best from what Jerry and I are sharing, and work what's best for you. But in the video that I did, the next thing I did after that was in the video, I said, look, we need to get on the phone. And I basically talked. Instead of doing a conference call like Jerry did, was probably smarter, I was actually on the phone talking to everyone individually, answering all their questions, telling them why, what's the big deal, what's Neucopia, and I was being just more excited than I have ever been in my life, that I was on a mission, that I was going to go absolute crazy with this thing, and that you either are going to get on the train or you're going to miss it. But you want to get started now to be a part of this. And people caught the vision because I was excited, and a lot of people got started in my pre-launch. So that was how I did it. It's a different strategy, but whatever works, either way, take what we're sharing with you in this. And I think out of all of it, the most important thing is just having the confidence, is that you are on a mission. In what Jerry and I did in a successful pre-launch, all the hows and the technical stuff, that's not even that important. The most important thing is just connecting with people. Get on the phone. Call people. Yeah. Send private messages. Get on Skype. Get on Facebook and say, hey, I've got something crazy I need to tell you. Call me now. If you sent that to someone, right, do you think they'd call you? Yes, they would. You didn't even say what it was. I got something crazy I need to share with you. Call me now. Here's my number. Your phone will ring off the hook. And then you just share on the phone with them for 5 or 10 minutes why you're so excited. Why are you so excited? Because of Neucopia, because of the timing, because of the power team. And so that is going to be contagious. And those individuals who you share that with from the heart are going to want to partner with you. They're going to want to run with you. And come your launch day, whether it's tomorrow or it's in 4 or 5 days from now, you are going to have people that are going to join with you when you get started. And again, worst case, if you don't have a bunch of people joining on day one, just know that once you get in, then you are going to have seeds planted. And they're going to see that you joined. And now, remember this is also important. Once you are in and you get your sponsor adds you to our private group on Facebook, that's when all the crazy advanced training begins. And this is Jerry and I, our secret sauce on how we market, how we promote, how we use YouTube and Facebook and all the different avenues of generating traffic and getting leads for our business and using cold market strategies. See, if you're watching this now, you're not doing cold market stuff. Unless you have a list, if you fall in that category, obviously hit your list. But if you don't, we are sharing with you that this is your time to talk to people you know on a level like you never have before, with passion, with excitement, with energy, and you're talking to people you know. That's what you're doing right now in the pre-launch. Once you're in, we're going to teach you all the cold market strategies to flood your email box with leads and prospects and what to do with them. That all begins once you join. This is your pre-launch. Talk to people you know. Jerry.
I'll tell you, You know how to do it. That's what it takes. It is a matter of just working, your warm contacts now. That's really what a pre-launch is really all. That's really how you get the best results. Okay, is working at. But if you apply, like the way Aaron said it, which is using video, it's all good, man. It's all a matter of just getting the word out. However you decide to do it, just take hold of some of these strategies and absolutely just get back to the person you're going to be working directly with. But that's all I got to say right now. I mean, I'm excited that you're going to be joining this team. You're going to be joining us. Just hit us up and let us know. Obviously, if this video did help you in any way, we'd love to hear from you. But make it happen. That's it.
Absolutely, Jerry. Thank you so much, Jerry, for your time. And just like Jerry said, this is your time to shine. So, this is just a taste. This is just a tip of the iceberg of what we're about, the type of hands-on training you're going to get from Jerry, myself, and dozens of other very successful leaders on the power team. This is just the beginning. So get back right now to the person that sent you to this video. Right now, get your questions answered, and put your plan together with your sponsor and with your paid team sponsor and take massive action. Thank you for watching. We're looking forward to working with you, and we'll see you inside our Power Team group once you get started. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.